What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Brian Nhira podcast. My name is Brian Nhira, and I am your host. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I built my following on Instagram. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Instagram has been the hardest social media platform for me to build. For some people, it's a lot easier, but for me, it's just been a little bit harder. And I think a lot of the reasons why it's a little bit harder is Instagram is a very specific platform. People are looking for specific types of content on Instagram, but that does not mean that you can't go viral or you can't have great success on there. Obviously, when I started out as an independent artist, I had 0 followers except my family and a few friends. Now we're sitting at over 100,000 followers on Instagram. So by the grace of God, we have grown a lot over the years. But I would say, the thing that has really helped me build this platform is making sure that I'm consistently posting good content, because people on Instagram are looking for good content. It's not like TikTok where they're like, it's okay, it could just be a raw video, It's not like Facebook where it's just like you throw something up all the time and you want to, you post a lot. I think it's a little bit different in that when you post on Instagram, you want it to be a little bit more polished. You want it to be a little bit more presentable. And, I feel like that's the way that I've seen it work. There's some people who that it's different. They can post anything they wanna. But from what I've seen, the people who are really successful, they're really good at posting presentable, polished content on Instagram. And so it's one of the things that I seek to do on there. But at the same time, I do my best not to be too precious about the content or too attached to it, because then you can easily get caught up in paralysis by analysis. And I feel like when it comes to Instagram, just like being very honest, I get caught up in paralysis by analysis on that platform more than any other platform, right? And so I'm kind of breaking out of that and doing, my team is helping me do a lot better of job of posting more frequently. Actually, with the advent of my little sister becoming a creative director, she has helped me tremendously in that area. And I think it's really important when you're talking about building your Instagram following. It's really important to be able to identify, as a creator or an independent artist, identify what Instagram wants you to post. Okay, so one of the ways that you can do that is you can actually follow at creators on Instagram, and so they post daily, weekly posts about essentially what content that they are wanting their creators and wanting artists to be posting. Obviously, with the advent of Reels, Instagram is super high on Reels. I've had a couple Reels that have done really well. One of them was a reel of me singing Jesus Loves Me on The Voice that really kind of went viral. And it really propelled me in that way and helping building my audience. And so I think one of the biggest things that has helped me build my platform as well is understanding that exposure on Instagram comes in ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows. And I've said this in other podcasts, it comes in waves. So it's really important on Instagram to never get too high and never get too low. Sometimes when your exposure on Instagram is low, it's easy to get really critical of yourself. It's really easy to get, just like to lose your confidence in posting. But it's so important that you just stay even keel and consistent on Instagram, because your exposure as you continue to post content, it goes up and it goes down, and their algorithm is constantly changing. I think Instagram changes the most of any of any social media platform. They're constantly trying new things with Instagram. Obviously, it's in response. Usually it's in response to other social media platforms, like TikTok. Or, whenever they started doing stories, it was in response to what's it called? Snapchat. Yeah. So making sure that, you're staying consistent with the trends, making sure you're staying consistent with what TikTok is with what Instagram is looking for at the moment. And one of the easy ways that you can do that is by liking and following the @creator handle on Instagram, because they're always putting out information on like what you should be doing. They'll even put like songs that you should be using for your reels, hot songs right now. They'll help you out with the trends. And that's one of the ways that I've really built my audience on Instagram. Okay. So I hope that helped you out today. Just a few things on how I built my Instagram following, making sure that, you're staying consistent, making sure that you're understanding the ebbs and flows of Instagram. Instagram is constantly changing. So making sure that to the best of your ability, you are keeping up with the trends. And I talked about it twice. The @creator platform on Instagram will really help you. It's a page actually, @creators. Just search it and it'll help you a lot just to make sure that you're staying in the know on the trends. And Reels is gigantic on Instagram right now. So, commit to making reels, because they're giving reels a lot of exposure. And it's one of the ways that I built my Instagram following. One other thing I want to talk about for independent artists specifically is, utilizing, boosting your posts. Okay. I've actually found a significant amount of success with boosting your posts. And I know for some of you, it feels like, oh, I don't want to buy followers. It's not buying followers. It's literally just putting your post, your music in position to be seen. Okay. The exposure rate of Instagram is pretty low. Just to be honest, it's pretty low. It's not the easiest place to get a lot of exposure. Okay. But one of the ways that you can increase that is by boosting your posts. Okay, finding a target audience that loves your content, and making sure that you target them with your money. My audience in Africa is absolutely amazing, so a lot of the boosts that I do will be towards them. I will boost my content and put different posts up that I'll specifically boost for my audience in Africa. And that too has helped me build my audience on Instagram. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to listen to this episode of the Brian Nhira podcast. Make sure you subscribe on whatever platform you like to listen on or watch on.